So another day back onto the boat project, and we're still sorting out this trailer. It's taken ages. It's winter, so you know, I can't really be bothered doing it after work. It's freezing cold outside. So what we've got is we've got the old jockey wheel plate that was used, as you can see, leaning up against the fence over there in the middle. The old drawbar. So I no longer need that to put the jockey wheel on. So the jockey wheel is just on there with C-clamps now. Going to do the same with the boat winch. So the boat winch is going to sit on a pole, which will be welded onto this plate. So the boat is just sitting on the trailer. The trailer's not finished just yet. Still got to do some painting and stuff like that. A few extra little tidbits, all with the intention of wanting to get to the boat. Boat is still empty, but we'll get to that soon. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get back into this. It's going to be a great day of just finishing up this trailer and getting on to the more important stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to get ready to put some angle iron on the back of the trailer here. What I found is it is a little bit rusted on the inside, but not much, so the pipe is still quite thick. But what I want to do is I just want to put some angle iron here to strengthen it up and stop it from bending downwards when all the weight of the motor and the boat is tied down to the back of it. Probably doesn't really need it, but I want to do it anyway just in case. It'll put a bit more life into this trailer. And here's the angle iron here, so I'm just going to cut out some nice lengths and just stick them in there just to give it a little bit more structural integrity and stop it from bending. Anyways, that should see this trailer see a good lot of usage for at least another 4 to 5 years before I even have to consider replacing these side rails. So my idea was just to get this in here nicely. Ooh. Get it right under. And it looks like they have at some point put a previous weld on there. So what I might do is chop this one here short and we'll slide it right up against that one. Straight enough. Might keep that bit, it might come in handy. Alright, she's braced on there. Let's get some tack welds in and then we'll weld it up completely. Getting back into it. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to get the winch post all welded up. This is the old big bit of metal that came off a rusty bit of trailer, which is still sitting up there. Let's get this drilled out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill out some holes now for where these C-clamps are going to go through. So they're going to sit about there and there. I'm going to allow enough space in the middle for the post. Once I have these holes drilled out, I'll clean up the face and then I'll chop at the size. And then we'll get it painted, get it welded and then get it painted. See how we go. I'm going to start with a smaller drill bit just to get through. It is thick steel. I don't want to go breaking any of my drill bits. These are shit drill bits, so hopefully I can get through them okay.
2 hours later.
There we are. So I'm going to drill out the small hole first, then I'm going to switch over the drill bit to a bigger one. So I'm using the small hole just for a pilot because I really want these holes to be precise. I don't really want to make them bigger than they need to be. So small hole first, which will guide the bigger drill bit to go through. big enough. Fit these through, but not so big that they're loose. And I think this is going to be the right size. It's about as big as this drill can handle. There we are. Alright, it's only going to be a short post for the winch because I've still got to give enough knuckle room for when I'm using the jockey wheel. So let's get this one cut off. It's a little bit longer than the original one that I did in the last video, but it's still going to be enough knuckle room there. Now we'll have a little lean back and we'll see how well we go with cutting freehand. Alright, first cut, let's flip it around, do the angles. Nothing to see here. Not a disc that's too big. Don't worry about that. I tell you what though, I'm getting a little bit over fixing this trailer. Alright, let's give this a quick zippity zip. Alright, that's going to do it. Just needed to clean up. Pretty good freehand. So this is where it's going to sit. On here. So we've got enough room to clear the knuckles, which is great. So we'll get this welded on here. And we've got enough space in here to do another little piece. I reckon one of these bits will work just fine. We'll cut this to the right angle and we'll weld that in there. I reckon we're going to try and aim to get the back of it there. Alright, so next step I'm going to pull this off, clean this up, test fit it, pull it off again, paint it, and be done. Just getting down some etch primer. Alright, let's clean up. You wouldn't believe it, we're back to where we were at the end of the last video. So what I've got is I've got the front of the boat all fixed up, the back of the boat strengthened. I've created myself a little post here for the winch, which will sit up here, and I've made sure that it's short so then we don't go hitting our knuckles out with this. Next step is just let's line it up and bolt it up and we'll be good to go. The boat trailer will be ready then for painting. Granted, I have already painted the front of the boat. There's not much left to go. I'm just going to start this all the way back, put on the washers, the nuts. Now the next step is going to be a little bit more difficult, which involves getting this up here. Might mean that I bolt this onto the pole. Now if you remember from the last video, the winch that I had on here and cut off, it was much smaller. It was also danged up, broken teeth on the winch, the handle was real sloppy. It was on the wrong angle as well, so it was pulling the boat into the wrong direction. It's actually a 3/4 of an inch. I don't have a 3/4 of an inch spanner, so I'll have to use an adjustable wrench, which will work just fine. Takes a little bit more time. It's going to be brilliant. This is going to be perfect. What I have to do now is tighten down the bottom. So ratcheting spanners are great, but because they have such a thick wall on mine, sometimes you can't get them in the tight spots. Whew. Get excited about this, to be honest. I bought these little plastic caps, but because this post is 3mm thick, these are a little bit too wide on the top. I might be able to bang it in there though. Never know. So now the front of the trailer is all built and everything's back together, we need to take it for a test drive. Let's get it on and make sure the lights are still working for starters. I have made that chain a little bit shorter too, by about this much. When I used to attach it, it'd be almost touching the ground. That's not gonna work, gotta pull the pin out. Jeep needs to go backwards, it's up too high. Let's bring it back. It's because of the way it's sitting. Kissed it. We'll put the Jeep in the park mode, which will bring the back of it all the way down. And then we'll get it latched up. There it is, park mode now. So she's, what do they call it? Stanced mode. Fair bit lower. Bit of force for the first one, I reckon, because I painted in there. There's a little bit stuck. Now she's going right on. Make sure it can spin into the right direction. And we do have the tiniest bit of movement. Oh, look at that. There is not a quarrel with that at all. It'll clear the tow bar if it's turning either way. Well, it might actually hit that. Well, what do you know? We're ready for the first road test. Now, I've put the boat on here just because I want a bit of weight onto the trailer. It's not as much weight as it's going to be because there's no motor, there's no interior, there's no nothing. But it is sturdy. It's not going anywhere. Seems to be going pretty good. What it's not doing is trying to kick out sideways. I'm not hearing any chirping of the tires, which would be happening if I have a big misalignment of that new drawbar and the squareness of the tires. Well, the axles really. And there's another thing about boat trailers and boats that a lot of people don't understand is because you've got your boat on there and that is a solid object and you're tying that solid object to the rear of the trailer and also to the front of the trailer. Because you're doing that, your boat does actually become part of the, I would say, the structure of the entire trailer when you're towing. So it will take out a lot of flex. So if you're building a boat trailer and you don't have your boat on there yet, the boat will have the trailer will have a bit of flex in it. As soon as you put your boat on there and tie it all down, you'll find out that it becomes a part of the structure and it makes it more rigid. So I've come down this road here. It's a real bumpy one. They're about to resurface it and basically dig the whole lot up, which they've done up down here. You can see here, look how crazy it is. It all wrecked itself from the floods we had not too long ago. Figured this will be a great road to bring this trailer down. You can hear it thumping behind there, hitting all these bumps. It's like going over train tracks at 60 kilometers an hour. That's not smooth. Now the other idea is I can speed up to about 80 kilometers an hour up here, which hopefully once I get past the roadworks, we'll be able to test it out at a faster speed just to hear if there's any weird noises. All right, so I'm going to park it in now and we'll see whether or not we get too close with that jockey wheel. See if it hits. Whoops, hit the speak button.
Please try again.
I'm trying to reverse. Shut up.
This entry could not be found in the phone book.
No shit. Alright. What I want to do is I kind of want to jackknife it a little bit. As far as I'm going to go before I hit the fence.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You're still trying to do stuff. Shut up. Alright, so I've jackknifed it. Let's check out that jockey wheel. Oh yeah. No, we don't have any problems. Oh, look at that. I went for a whole drive without that clipped on. Went over every bump and it's still there. Move the Jeep out of the way. People think I don't know how to drive a trailer into the back because I jackknifed it to hell. Woo!